those who are there since years together, okay, exactly on the 24th of January 2001, the first Gita class took place in the Mandir. Now, we have completed in couple of years. We have celebrated the 12th year. As you know, according to scripture, whatever you do on the spiritual path, once you complete the 12th year for that particular, continuously, for particular that subject, that is known as one tap, ek tap. Tap is penance, austerity. So we have celebrated one tap very soon. We will be celebrating the second tap when we'll be completing 24 years. That will be the second tap. It's really give me pleasure to start the new cycle of our holy scripture, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Yes, it's not that easy for me because I am conducting this class with more than 2 decades with the same seekers of our holy scripture Bhagavad Gita. You know, if I have to give a discourse one day here and one day somewhere in Benoni, the next day is Cape Town, that's a different story. But the same people, and not only one or two times. Imagine 22 years. So it's really a test for me. But at the same token, I must congratulate you all. Not only congratulate, I must bow down all of you because you have provided me an opportunity. You have provided me a platform. If you not there all the time, if you not there to listen to me, where I will be going to share my views. One thing, as most of the members, you know that whatever I have shared with you, whatever I will be sharing with you, absolutely nothing belongs to me. I have read, I have studied, I have heard, and that I'll be sharing with you. So, especially, I cannot put the stamp of copyright. At least I can't do that, the copyright. Okay. So we are beginning to understand the ideology of a great scripture. I deliberately do not like to use the word book. I mean, we can, nothing wrong in it. But great scripture. And of course, there is absolutely no doubt about the importance of this holy scripture. The divine power, the supreme reality of the universe has sung this for the different purpose, for the global work, for you and for me. The glory of Bhagavad Gita is that it has been translated in 60, 70 languages of the world. Of course, there are some scriptures or book have been translated more than 200 or 250 languages, but this was done by its preachers to propagate, whereas this Bhagavad Gita was translated due to its love for the Bhagavad Gita. And that's why the importance or the significance of Bhagavad Gita and its teaching and its thought are much more important to us. Let me take you to great thinker, philosopher of America, Emerson. Emerson was liberal in his thoughts, in his belief. Today, the influence in America of its liberal thinking, we can see that credit goes to Emerson, the great thinker, the great philosopher. Now, Emerson lived in America, the city called Concord, for 48 years. When he happened to meet Thomas Carlyle in England, Carlyle gifted him the book, which is none but our Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which is full of the true principles of life. And this history has noted nowadays. Just we need to spend a little time in Google, and I'm sure you'll get that. That Emerson has fully accepted the idea of Bhagavad Gita. The influence of Gita has been on Emerson, and the influence of Emerson's ideas can be seen in America. So we must not forget that. Now, each day, each day, not today or tomorrow, not one day, each day, okay? Upon waking, we have a choice. Upon waking, we have a choice. Who will we decide to listen to today? Choices are two. Okay? Our true and higher self, choice number one, or our ego. Two choices each day we get when we get up in the morning. Our true and higher self or our ego. The days when we decide, when we choose to listen to the true self are definitely the ones where we feel as though we are living our purpose and abiding in our true nature. And if we choose to listen to the ego, I mean, look, choice has been given. To listen to the ego are usually the ones where we face most difficulty. And life can seem a little like a battlefield. The whole Bhagavad Gita, and in fact, will be coming to the point that the whole dialogue, basically, the Bhagavad Gita is mainly the dialogue between Bhagwan Krishna and Arjun. And that has happened on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So, at least for today, for now, this particular hour in present, you and me have decided to listen to true self. Yeah, and that's why we are here. That's why we are here. That's why we have logged in. That's why we have connected through Skype. That's why we are meeting. Of course, it's a virtual meeting, but it is meeting. Now, to understand the Gita, I need to tell that, I mean, normally when it is asked, which is your religious book, 9 out of 10, the answer will be Gita for us. It's partly true. Because the whole scripture starts with the Ved. And I need to take you to the background. So the scripture start with the Ved, and Ved, what we call in English Vedas. Those are 4: Rigved, Yajurved, Samved, and Atharvaved. Now, Ved is not mere the name of any scripture or any book. It's an eternal knowledge of supreme reality. And in those days, it's a tradition for thousands of years that the knowledge was imparting from master to his disciple. And that's why it is known as Shruti. Have heard and they have remembered. I have heard, I have told you, you heard, you told somebody else. And that was the tradition. No books, no Skype, no PDF file, absolutely nothing. And those ways are known as apaurushei, means impersonal. It has not written by somebody. No, it was not written by somebody. Any principle, if you need the sanction, if you need that principle to be endorsed, the final authority was with the Ved. And to explain Ved, there were so many another books, another scriptures Those are all known as Vedic Granth, Vedic literature. In that, mainly, there are three: Upanishad, Brahmasutra, and Bhagavad Gita. Upanishad is the part of it, it has sung towards the end of Ved. It's known as part of Veda. Even when German philosopher read this Upanishad, he has mentioned that no philosophy in the world is as advanced as the Upanishad. These are the solution to my life and will also be the solution to my death. That was the great philosopher from Germany. So the Upanishad is the extract of Veda. It is said the Brahma Sutra is the extract, is Upanishad. And now, our Bhagavad Gita, you can say the extract of all scripture, all scripture. It has sung by Bhagwan himself. As we know, it's a dialogue between Bhagwan Krishna and his disciple Arjun. Now, Bhagavad Gita is a part of the great epic poetry, Mahabharata. And there are 100,000 verses in Mahabharata. 100,000. Mahabharata is divided in 18 parts. It has name differently. One of the part is known as Bhishma Parva. And in the Bhishma Parva, from chapter 25 till 42, 18, these 18 chapters are known as Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We need to know the basic also. We need to know the history also. If we are the student, deliberately I am using the word we are, not you are. We are. We are the student. And for me, I am the lifetime student. I will never ever say that I know everything. I have studied 2-3 times and I know everything. No, never, never. I'm the lifetime student. Lifetime student. Now, in those days, roughly about 5,000 years back, 5,000 years back, there was a clan which is known as Kuru Vansha. Two brothers, Pandu and Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra had 100 sons. Pandu had 5 sons. Now, Pandu was elder. Unfortunately, he passed away, and Dhritarashtra was looking after the kingdom. Now, when the children gone big, they were supposed to get back their kingdom. But they did not. The elder son of Dhritarashtra was Duryodhan, and the elder son of Pandav was Yudhishthir. When they had to give some portion, okay, they got something. Pandav also, they were ruling that particular part. They were ruling, okay, not ruining. And what happened? Whatever they got in the gambling, they lost everything. And there was a condition that they have to leave. Those who loses the game have to go to the forest for 12 years. And then after, they have to live 1 year unknown. So total 13 years. Now, the period for 12 years plus 1 year expired. Pandava demanded half of their kingdom from Duryodhan according to the agreement, MOU, Memorandum of Understanding. But Duryodhan refused to give. Very good verse is there in Mahabharata, that as much land as could be covered by the point of a needle. If you want, come to the battlefield. And then we will say, if you win, then we will see. Now, this Pandava seek the permission from their mother Kunti. Mother's name was Kunta. She is known as Kunti also. 5 brothers, Yudhishthir, Bhim, Arjun, Sahadev, and Nakul. So they seek the permission from their mother Kunti, and Mother Kunti blessed them. There is a very good saying in Gujarati told by Kunti to their sons. Parth ne kaho chadave ban, have to yuddha age kalyan. O Parth, Parth is one of the names of Arjun. O Parth, take your bow, take your arrow and bow. Now there is an only way to fight. Nothing is left. Now what happened? It was going to be a big war. So Duryodhan and Yudhishthir both have started using their diplomacy to get the another kingdom, another king to be in their favor. I mean, you can say in those days time, it was a world war. In today's time also we see there's two groups. You can compare that world war. Now, both have come to Bhagwan Krishna for his support. From the Kaurav, from the Dhritarashtra side, Duryodhan came, and from Pandav, Yudhishthir's side, Arjun came. Now, Bhagwan Krishna, yeah, I mean, they came to Dwarka. That was the kingdom of Bhagwan Krishna. Bhagwan Krishna is Krishna, omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. He knew that this both gentlemen are here, will be coming to request for my assistance. So what Bhagwan did is he went in his bedroom as if he is sleeping. So, of course, the doorkeeper, the security, whatever in those days time, allowed them, Arjun and Duryodhan. So both went to the bedroom. Now Arjun entered first and he found this Bhagwan Krishna is sleeping. So humbly and quietly he took his seat, he seated by the Bhagwan's feet on that side. And he was waiting for Bhagwan to wake. Now, Duryodhana also arrived, but his nature is full of ego and arrogant. That was his nature. He also found Krishna Bhagwan is sleeping, but he sat by the head. Now, Krishna woke from the sleep. Of course, when you get up, when you open your eyes are going to see who is sitting by your feet. And then he found the Duryodhana also is there by the head. And both were cousin. And Bhagwan Krishna did not want to take any allegation that I am partial or I am the bias. So he announced that yes, I know that you are here for my assistance for the war. That there are two things I can offer, because at one hand there will be the whole army of my kingdom, Dwarka, and the another hand I will be alone. So you have two choices. And on top of that, let me clarify that army is army to fight. But I will not take any weapon in my hand. But I will be with you. So choice is yours. As I told you earlier, Bhagwan Krishna did not want to take any allegation that I am biased or the partial. He knew that what Arjuna is going to ask and what Duryodhana is going to ask. But Bhagwan wanted to make sure. So he say, you both are here, but when I opened my eyes, I saw Arjun first. So let Arjun ask first, and then Duryodhan. You know the diplomacy. Now, Arjun is Arjun. In the 10th chapter, Bhagwan has mentioned that Pandavanam Dhananjaya, among the Pandav, among the 5 brothers, I am Arjun. I'm Dhananjay. Dhananjay is also one of the names of Arjun. So Arjuna has made up his mind. Even though Krishna has clarified that I will not take the weapon, but Krishna himself is enough. His presence is enough. As long as he's with me, nobody can defeat me. No power can defeat me. No element under the sky can defeat me. So fine. He chose the option that Bhagwan Krishna can be with me. When Duryodhana heard this, he was very pleased. Because he thought that now I'll get the whole army of Dwarka. And he was only for that all material power, material strength. And Arjun was for the spiritual power, for the spiritual strength. I always say in our Geeta class, Anukule Jagannatha, Anukula Jagatraya, Pratikule Jagannatha, Pratikula Jagatraya. Similarly, we can find this. Okay, there was a loss of connectivity, but now we're back. Okay. So, जहाँ पर कृपा तुम्हारी होए, तहाँ पर कृपा करे सब कोई. अनुकूले जगन्नाथ, अनुकूल जगत्रय, प्रतिकूले जगन्नाथ, प्रतिकूल Jagannath means supreme power, Bhagavan. If Bhagavan is in your favor, the whole world will be in your favor. And if Bhagavan is not in your favor, so Arjun choose that Bhagavan should be with us. Bhagavan should be with me. And Duryodhan was happy to have the whole army minus Krishna. Dear friends, we can have everything, but if it is minus Krishna, then it's zero. It's zero. Nothing we going to achieve. Now, everything is decided. Everything is set. Arjun and Krishna Bhagavan. Krishna Bhagavan took a job to be a charioteer. In today's time, driver. Okay, we can use the good word, chauffeur. Chauffeur driven car, so chauffeur driven chariot. And who was there in the chariot? Arjun. And who was driving? Who was riding the chariot? Who was the charioteer? Bhagwan Krishna is the charioteer. Now both sides, the armies were there. And the battlefield is known as Kurukshetra. It's about 240 kilometers from Delhi. The province called Haryana, it's in Haryana in today's time. The war of Mahabharata is going to take place. I mean, look, when the war is going to take place, obviously thousands of people are going to die. It's but scary. The war is about to start. And Arjun ordered. Yeah, because he's the chariot. And Krishna is a charioteer. We are not different than Arjun. We also order. So to Krishna, obey to order. Obey to order. Krishna took the chariot between two armies and stopped the chariot where Arjun's grandfather Bhishma was there. Arjun's guru Drona was there. And so many people, so many, that Arjun could see. We remember, I have to fight. I have to kill them? Then he got shaken with the full of despondency that, oh, this, I can't fight. I can't kill my own people. I can't kill my own family members. And that's how, because now he is there to fight. The war is about to start. And Arjun got shaken. At that time, Bhagwan, Krishna preached him, taught him, and that's whole is our Bhagavad Gita. This is just the beginning. I am not taking you. Maybe even next week, the first verse of Bhagavad Gita will start or not. I don't know. This is the beginning. That's how the whole Bhagavad Gita came into the existence, came into the picture. So, my dear friends, I'm going to stop today here. Okay. As I kept on telling, whatever you like, credit goes to all the sages, all the great men, all the scriptures. Absolutely nothing belongs to me. We will be reciting the 73rd. Doesn't matter the second cycle started, but the format will be the same. Format will be the same. So 73rd verse of chapter 18, followed by the Gita Ji Aarti. Those who are new to this class, we will make a necessary arrangement for them, particularly the 73rd verse of 18th chapter and the Bhagavad Gita. But we'll see in future in next 2-3 weeks. For now, will be reciting 73rd verse of 18th chapter together, and then I'll request Sumitraben to lead us for the Aarti. Nashto moha smrutirlabdha त्वत्प्रसादान्मयाच्युत स्थितोऽस्मि गतसन्देहः करिष्ये वचनं तव.
ॐ जय भगवत गीते जय भगवत गीते हरिः कमलविहारिणि हरिः कमलविहारिणि सुन्दर सुपुनीते. ॐ जय भगवत गीते कर्म सुमर्म प्रकाशिनी कामासक्तिहना तत्त्वज्ञान विकाशिनी तत्त्वज्ञान विकाशिनी विद्या ब्रह्म परा. ॐ जय भगवत गीते निश्चल भक्ति विधायिनी निरमल मलहारी शरण रहस्य प्रदायिनी शरण रहस्य प्रदायिनी सब विधि सुखकारी. ॐ जय भगवत गीते रागद्वेषविदारिणि कारिणि मोद सदा भवभयकारिणि तारिणि भवभयकारिणि तारिणि परमानन्दप्रदा ॐ जय भगवत गीते आसुरभावविनाशिनि नाशिनि तमरजनी दैवी सद्गुणदायिनि दैवी सद्गुणदायिनि हरिरसिका सजनी ॐ जय भगवत गीते समता त्याग सिखावनी हरिमुख की बानी
सकल
सकल शास्त्र
शास्त्र
की
के
स्वामी
स्वामी
सकल
सकल
शास्त्र
शास्त्र
की
के
स्वामिनी
स्वामी
श्रुतियों की रानी ॐ जय भगवत गीते दया सुधा बरसावनी मातृ कृपा कीजे हरिपद प्रेम दान कर हरिपद प्रेम दान कर अपनों कर लीजे ॐ जय भगवत गीते ॐ जय भगवद गीते जय भगवद गीते हरिः कमल विहारिणि हरिः कमल विहारिणि सुन्दर सुपुनीते ॐ जय भगवद गीते
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। लक्ष्मीनारायण भगवान की जय. We will try to make this available on YouTube also. Okay, but let me figure out how, and then we'll try. Thank you so much. Stay blessed and
Thank
safe.
you.
Thank you. Namaste. Bye.
Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste,
Namaste,
everyone.
everybody.